So, how much capital do you invest in starting this drop shipping thing?
Nothing. Well, I mean, except for the course. So $500 after countless hours of product research, I think overall I've done almost 42,000 in sales since April. So
Hi everyone, this is Gaurav Agrawal. I'm the owner of the Sales Pusher. We help that Amazon seller to make a profitable business on Amazon. So today we have with us the Christian Flo, and I know him. I was working with the same company. I was providing consulting to them, and he worked there. And one day I heard that he's leaving his job. I was very curious because what he's gonna do. But after a few days, I just saw a Facebook post telling that he has made a sales of $10,000 with a profit of the $2,500, making the drop shipping. And as an Amazon seller, I was always aware that drop shipping models doesn't work on the Amazon, and I was stunned. And from that on, I thought, so let's get some word from the Christian so he can tell me that his experience. So so Christian, so please tell me about yourself. So how did you end up in Amazon? What is your background? So how did you start with Amazon?
yeah. I just want to say it's awesome to be talking to your subscribers here. I think it's cool. I love what you're doing. Basically, I was raised in a pretty strict family where they taught your work ethic, you're defined basically by your work ethic. Like if you're not going to work hard, no one's going to like you. So basically from an early age, like from 16, I was working about 20, 30 hours a week on top of doing school full time. And then about a year ago, I got a friend was like, hey, our company has an opening, you should come in there. So I got in. That was Simply O3. And basically at first I was just building their products. And then over time I told the owner, I was like, hey, I do writing and videography and video editing. I really want to be able to bring this into your company. He was like, yeah, I want to get you in here. So I was hired full time to kind of do that and then build products on the side too. But then their company wasn't growing that fast enough. So basically what happened was I was more kind of in customer service, which I can do customer service. Honestly, I hate talking to people, but here we are. But and so, after a while I was like, I love the job, I love the community, but customer service, I feel like I'm not the best person for this role. So, I kind of did some video editing stuff and I'm still currently doing that. But I was like, how do I grow my money passively? I want to make some passive income. So I was looking online and there's just feel like so many scams out there that you kind of have to swerve around. So it's I see Amazon. And I was like, is this real? It seems too good to be true. And you know what they say, if it's too good to be true, it really is. And so basically I met with this guy, or this guy started following me on Instagram, and he was doing it. And then I was like, oh, he's a scam, whatever. And then I noticed he was going to do a clubhouse meeting, which is basically Zoom, but just with no video. So basically we did a clubhouse meeting with him and some other guys, and it was just super chill. And then I got to hear what he's doing with Amazon, what he's doing just in his personal life. And I was like, this guy's a really, really chill dude. So we started talking more. And after a while, I was just I just want to support this guy, whether or not it fails or not, I have enough saved. I just want to support this guy. So I take his course. Next thing you know, I get my first sale on Amazon, and the first sale is always the best. It's crazy. And I mean, and then here we are now, after countless hours of product research, and, I think overall I've done almost 42,000 in sales since April. So.
Oh, that's great. That's great to hear from no experience as an Amazon seller. Now you're doing the 42,000 sales into it's just around less than 6 months or somewhere around 6 months, exactly 5 months, somewhere around.
Yeah.
That's great. So my another question is, why drop shipping? Why not private label? Why you started with the drop shipping?
That's a great question. I want to get into private label, but I mean, it feels risky. I know it's not, but it's I have to set a lot of money aside to get product here and then ship it off to, the Amazon warehouses. Whereas drop shipping, honestly, that is a little bit more riskier because it's you're not supposed to do it. I did get shut down by Amazon once, so I had to write an appeal to them. But yeah, eventually I kind of want to work towards wholesaling and private labeling. Right now I'm in negotiating a contract with a wholesaler right now. So I don't know. I love getting private labeling.
Okay. So how much capital do you invest in starting this drop shipping thing?
Nothing. Well, I mean, except for the course, so $500. That's why I liked it better than private label, because it was like just the course, and after that, it's all based on analytics. Basically, I have multiple Chrome extensions. Helium 10, Gravely, Keepa, and basically, so I can look at the rankings and like, no, okay, is this product gonna sell? And then I can kind of see like how many on average, like this is gonna sell a month, and then be like, okay, that's gonna be a good one. And then I just find another supplier. At first when I started, I was using like Walmart, Target, Best Buy. Those are good enough, but people really start to like snitch on you if you're using like those big ones. So if you use like more of these companies that no one's ever heard of, just like these small companies all around the US, those are a lot better. And sometimes you can get even cheaper prices too.
So what I understand, you don't hold the inventory with yourself. So how does the dropshipping works on the Amazon? Frankly speaking, being an Amazon consultant, I have never done it, so I'm pretty curious about it. So how does the whole model works? And side by side, another question is that, so why did you got your account suspended on the Amazon?
Yeah. So basically, how it works is I find a product that's selling well. Like I've been selling recently, like a lot of speakers. It's like I'm not even trying to niche down into that, but it's like that's kind of I've been able to find the best products in like these sound bars or speakers or whatever. And so I find one that's ranking pretty high, it's selling enough. Then I just search that product in Google, find that product on another supplier's site, and if it's cheaper, I can go with it. Basically, I can like Amazon does take like a pretty good fee, which kind of sucks. But basically, if I know I can like make a profit with it, I'll list it. And then basically, so when a customer buys on Amazon, I get a notification and I have all their information. Like let's say like John Doe in Washington, DC, right? I have all of his address information. Basically, what I do is I plug all the information into my supplier's website and order it with my money. So I'm initially investing in it, and then they ship it directly to the customer. And then as soon as it ships out, Amazon pays me for that product. And then so I make that dividend or the difference in between.
Okay. So basically, so these guys have the online systems the suppliers have the online system where you are ordering. Is that correct to say?
Yeah. So it's basically just like an e-commerce store.
Mm-hmm.
I have multiple that I use, not just anyone. Can be like Walmart. I have done a few of those. I kind of stay away from those, but there's other sites that I use that I'm able to find products. It really is like random. It's like whatever supplier I can find, I use. But the terrible thing is there's a lot of scammy websites too. So what I do is when I find a website that I think looks good, I go to the contact us button and then call them directly and be like, to make sure, because sometimes it'll just be like a complete scam website. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to throw money in there.
Oh my God. So that was pretty unexpected. So people are doing scams from this way also. So
Yeah.
So why did your Amazon account got suspended?
Basically, are you familiar with the website Wayfair?
Yeah.
So basically, I ordered or I listed a rug on Amazon. A customer ordered it from me. I'll never make this mistake again because this is what happened. But basically, I didn't check the quantity, and so she ordered 2 rugs, and I only shipped her 1. And so, like, if you ship somebody a wrong order, they're gonna like look at like all the contents in the box. I didn't realize this until like I started getting packages after doing this. But it's like when you order something on Amazon, order something from any supplier, you open the box up, take the package out, and you throw the box away, right? You don't look at any packing slips or whatever. But if you have the wrong order, if you order 2 and I ship you 1, then you're going to be looking at those packing slips. So that's exactly what she did. She basically emailed me and said, hey, I only got 1. I ordered 2. It's not in my name, and it's coming from this website called Wayfair. And Amazon, I think, has an algorithm or AI, whatever. So they look at those messages. And so basically then Amazon contacted me and said, hey, you're violating our dropshipping policy because you're using another supplier and it's supposed to. So then I basically had to go through this long process of, I think I wrote like 3 or 4 drafts of basically, I had to say like what I did wrong, how I plan to fix it. I guess I did make up some things along the way there, but
Yeah, so you basically the one reason is why I'm doing this. So like you have left your job and started it as a full time,
yeah,
and my main focus is to for the people who really want to take the action and just
yeah,
sitting on the edge. So whether they shall take the action or not. If you can do it, even though I believe you are very, very smart because you know the computers inside out. I believe with a bit of conviction, anybody can do it.
yeah.
So this was the main thing. That means that nobody really cares from where the products comes until unless they have some problem with it.
Yes.
So, and then how do you manage returns in this case?
How do I manage returns?
Yeah. So because you are not fulfilling, the product is not going to come back to you. How do you manage those returns?
Yeah, that's a great question. Actually, I'm going to have a return that's going to be delivered here today. So basically, I have the return address in Amazon set to my personal address. A lot of the suppliers I use, I have about a 30-day money back guarantee or whatever, 60 or whatever. So basically, and Amazon has that too. So it falls pretty close together. And so basically, they ship it to my house. Then I contact my supplier and say like, hey, product was damaged, or customer didn't want it, or I didn't want it, or whatever. And then they send me usually what do you call a package sticker or whatever, mailing slip, and then I ship it directly to them and they refund me. I have had a few products where they're kind of returned after the money back guarantee. 2 of them actually sitting right next to me over here. But
that's a
some
part
of
of
them,
that,
yeah, some of them I can kind of cheat the system though too, because like let's say I'm ordering a soundbar, right? And I ship maybe about 10 a month, and then I'm somebody that returned one from a month ago, but I'm just like 35 days, or like I'm a few days late. Well, I know that I shipped that same exact product to another supplier sooner. So basically, I just fake the return. Like I fake it like I say like instead of Johnny's return that's coming directly to me, I ship Susie's to them or whatever. So basically, I still get the money back. It's just not like it doesn't. They're not gonna. It's still the same product. So like they're still getting the same product back, but not from the same customer initially.
That's being pretty smart, and that's all about entrepreneurship is all about. So
Yeah.
that's a pretty good step. So my another question is that what do you see in for a successful product? How you mark a product? It can make you money or not. What type of general profit margins? What type of the search volume? What type of number of sellers you are targeting? Obviously, when you are running Jungle Scout or Helium 10 tools.
Yeah, great question. I think my profit, I think if I was like looking, it was between like 20 and 25, which I think people say that's average. I don't know. You probably know better than me. I'm not fully sure like if that's like good. I feel like it's kind of good enough for me. 2025, I have had some like where I get like 120%. Like I have a few, those are like, okay, those are banger products. And so because, and it is super weird because like you'll kind of question it, but like I always have to think of like, okay, nothing is really worth anything. Like think of like a baseball card. A baseball card isn't worth anything. It's a piece of paper. It's only worth how much the buyer pays for. So the perceived value. So a lot of products in Amazon, people make a decision whether or not they want to purchase from you or not. So like you kind of have to think of like, okay, I might inflate the price, but if somebody's willing to pay for it and I have the product, that's kind of what happens. So, but yeah, I use about 20-25% on average. And then I just use like rankings to figure out like how many will sell. Some of them, like I'll list them and then I won't get any sales for like a month. And then all of a sudden I'll just get like a ton. Like I had this one speaker, I think I listed for like 3 or 4 weeks, no sales. And all of a sudden I was getting like 2 sales a week, like consistently. Until Yeah. I mean, what does suck though with doing it this way is that my supplier eventually runs out of stock. And so it's either find another supplier or you kind of, but as long as I'm continually finding products, it's like it kind of balances out.